Hey guys, welcome back to Eric Reacts with more Stranger Things. This is chapter 5 of season 1, and we have more characters with an idea of what's going on in Hawkins, Indiana now. Jonathan and Nancy know that there's this no-face thing, and they know that Will and Barb's cases are related. And Hopper is breaking into the Department of Energy to try and figure things out. I really need someone to go to Joyce and let her know she's not alone in believing that Will is still alive, though. She's gone through so much, and I need someone to help her calm down a little bit. Let her know that she's not alone. I'm not sure what the kids can do in the meantime. I feel like they've veered away from the storyline of Elle being chased by the Department of Energy. I feel like that's gonna rear its head at the worst possible moment, and like just as soon as Will shows up, they're gonna show up probably. They still need to recover her, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I wonder if Will come back by the end of this season, or will this be a multi-season thing? I feel like it should resolve itself this season, but who knows? I'm curious if this season will focus on this one threat and the next season will focus on something else, or if this is, again, a multi-season thing. But we're already on the back half of the first season, so I guess I'll find out soon. No spoilers, guys. Anyway, if you want to check out the full reaction with the footage, be sure to check out Patreon in the link in the description below. There's also an early access tier, so you can watch next week's episode right after this one. But let's begin.
I've got Jim Hopper here.
Yeah.
Upside down.
What'd she say?
Upside down.
What?
Australia.
When Elle showed us where Will was, she flipped the board over, remember?
He's smart.
Upside down.
Like the Veil of Shadows. It is right next to you and you don't even see it.
Wow. Oh, no, no, no.
Take that down. It's inappropriate.
What? Now he's trying to be a father? She can't help but think she'll be at Barb's funeral next. Come on, your convictions are right. Just somebody tell her. Damn it, I thought he was...
Time to go.
I thought Jonathan was gonna talk to her alone. What?
Just wait till we tell Will that Jennifer Haynes was crying at his funeral.
He's a good artist. Look at that. It's wildfire fireballs. Oh god. Is he back home? They say. Oh, he's looking for bugs. Very smart. There you have it.
Are you serious?
What? You want to find this thing and take another photo?
Whose gun is that?
Terrible idea.
His dad's?
Mr. Clark says he's never seen anything like it.
Huh. Oh, these people are... They're not from the actual repair company.
How you boys holding up?
We're so sad.
We're in mourning. Man, these aren't real millimeters.
So you know how in Cosmos, Carl Sagan talks about other dimensions, like beyond our world?
Yeah, sure.
Theoretically, how do we travel there?
You know the Veil of Shadows?
Echo of the material plane where necrotic and shadow magic.
Yeah, exactly. If that did exist, a place like the Veil of Shadows, how would we travel there?
Theoretically.
You can move forwards or backwards.
Oh.
But Flea can also travel this way, along the side of the rope. He can even go underneath the rope.
Upside down.
Exactly.
Barbara Holland's car? Seems she ran away after all.
What?
Mercedes found it late last night at the bus station.
Oh, they moved the car. She's...
Dustin, what are you doing? Dustin! Dustin! Dustin!
He got something? Compasses. Oh, the disruption of the magnetic field.
We're all facing north, right? If there's the presence of a more powerful magnetic field, the needle deflects to that power. The gate would have so much power.
Disrupt the electromagnetic field.
Exactly.
Meaning, if we
Nicely
follow the
done.
compasses north.
Why don't we catch a movie tonight, you know?
That's sweet.
Pretend everything's normal for a few hours. All the right moves is still playing.
Thanks for being...
Just take us on,
All right, there's some substance underneath that charm.
You were here for the money! No! The money! Admit it! You weren't here because of Will. You never cared about him. You never did.
Oh, the money.
NYU, Lonnie! He's wanted to go to NYU since he was 6 years old!
So then he goes to NYU!
Get out!
God damn it.
You see the spaces in between the cans? I'm aiming for those.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Made me kill a rabbit. I guess he thought it would make me into more of a man or something. I cried for a week. I'm a fan of Thumper.
I meant your dad.
Yeah.
Just,
Maybe she's better,
shoot.
and he can use the bat.
I don't think my parents ever loved each other.
They must have married for some reason.
She's good at this. You take the gun. I'll take your bat. She's not gonna want to go back in.
Do you think she's acting weird?
You're asking if the weirdo is acting weird.
Stop calling her the weirdo.
I mean,
Is that weighted clothing? How are they gonna traumatize her now? What do they want? They closed it?
like, yeah? Turn back.
Wait, did she start bleeding? Did I imagine that?
I am not trying to be someone else. Just because I'm dating Steve and you don't
You know
like
what?
him. or
Forget it.
something.
I just thought it was a good picture.
He's actually a good guy.
Okay. I don't like most people. He's in the vast majority.
You know, I was actually starting to think that you were okay. Yeah.
I was thinking, Nancy Wheeler, she's not just another suburban girl who thinks she's rebelling by doing exactly what every other suburban girl does. And they live out a perfectly boring little life at the end of a cul-de-sac, exactly like their parents, who they thought were so depressing.
She's holding a gun, dude. No, I actually wouldn't use it, but like, dude.
Murder.
He's like, oh, where do I look? Where do I start looking now?
Setting sun right there, we looped right back around.
And you're just realizing this now. It's not a magnet. She's been acting weirder than normal. If she could slam doors in her mind, she could definitely.
Oh.
Why would you do that? Because she's trying to sabotage our mission. Admit it! First blood. It's not safe.
They put a microphone in the light. It's because I'm on to them and they know it. It wasn't him. His body was a fake.
Yeah, let's go. Give her some hope.
She used us, all of us. She
Used?
got just enough so she could get what she wants. Food and a bed. She's like a
No,
stray
no,
dog.
no.
Screw you, Lucas. No, screw you, Mike. Just shut up.
No. Stop. No. Oh, no. Oh, jeez, no.
What is wrong with you?
No. She's panicking. Oh, God. This is bad. It's close. Oh, God damn. She's listening in on government? Like foreign governments? Oh no. This is how it happened.
Where's your head? Get off of me! Get off of me! Where's Elle? Elle!
Is it time to end the day?
What, you tired?
Shut up.
What?
I heard something.
Oh. Put it out of its misery.
I'll do it. I'm not 9 anymore.
Oh God. Holy crap. Switch back, switch back. You're not good with the gun. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm scared as hell. Oh, please don't grab her. Please don't grab her to end this episode. That would be the worst endings of this episode. And I don't... No, stop it. God damn it. Feels like... God, wait for Jonathan. Oh, God. Get out! It's eating the deer, right? Get out, get out, get out, get out! God. Nancy! That wasn't the faceless thing. Nancy! She's stuck? It's closing? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Damn. She was going into the most dangerous area and she just drops her weapon. That thing opened up its face, like... It doesn't look exactly like a clicker from The Last of Us. It looks... I feel like it might be something from Resident Evil 2. Let me see. This is from one of the Resident Evil games, and I was kind of reminded of this, but yeah. So it can have a face? I guess its face opens up to eat. Alright, we're back after editing, and I mentioned in the first episode commentary that I wasn't sure what genre this show was, and someone said, replied saying that they feel like it's a lot of different genres, and I feel like that's actually really true. We started with a bit of horror, and then it became an action-y conspiracy thing with Copper, and we've also got the teenage romance thing going on with Nancy, and a lot of other different things too, and it all melds together and integrates into the story cohesively so well. And the idea that each individual character that's part of a bigger story can bring such differing perspectives is what makes this show really good. So at the beginning of the episode, Hopper dives straight into the Department of Energy. He knows they're hiding something, and I mean, he kind of had to after beating up the fake witness and knocking out the guy guarding the morgue. And I don't want to say he's got nothing to lose, but I don't know if you take that risk if you've got lots to lose. I'm unsurprised, but also a little confused why they didn't kill him, since they had no problem killing Benny in the first episode, even though they could have just continued pretending to be like social services and he'd never be the wiser. But yeah, as Hopper is going through the Department of Energy, he's just got that level of cool. He can't help it. Just such a likable character. He does get captured and they freaking send him back home with the freaking gull. He takes a few minutes to find a bug. Though if I'm them, I'd put in more than one bug. They never explicitly said if Hopper disabled it. I was hoping he didn't and just played along like he didn't know it was there. I assume that's why he held the sign for Joyce when he came in. He did make a call to his ex-wife too, who he lost a daughter with. At least I think that's what happened. She has another child with someone else now, and yeah, until now he's kind of been stuck in the past. It's a rough situation. Joyce is really getting put through the ringer. Jonathan can't even tell her he believes her because Lonnie is there. Just so frustrating. I think Lonnie finally had her believing she might be imagining it all. So she wound up going to that funeral. But I love that scene with the kids and their teacher at the funeral. The teacher was being very patient and helped them along in their curiosity. Very great teacher. And I especially loved that he was like well versed in these nerdy things. I don't know if that's taking an interest in what the kids took an interest in, or maybe he's a little bit of a nerd himself. But yeah, and his explanation of the Acrobat and the Flea was really, really great too. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I really love how intelligent some of these characters are. Like Hopper has that instinct, killer instinct, and the kids, their creativity and imagination lend itself pretty well to this sci-fi investigative journey. I also appreciate that their nerdiness, something that they are made fun of for quite a bit, also contributes to them being successful with this journey. And with just a few clues from Elle, like the words upside down, they get everything completely right. And can I just say how much I appreciate how they lean so much into Dungeons and Dragons? Again, I've never even played it, but I've never played a tabletop game except for on Life is Strange, but it's still so cool and I love learning about it. I was hoping back in episode 1 that they'd go deeper into it, and they keep on going back. I love it. Dustin shows off some cool knowledge about compasses and electromagnetic fields. making the connection between what their teacher said and how the compass works. Very impressive. And the fact that it's pointing towards the strong magnetic field, the gate. Really frustrated with the way I have to edit this episode to avoid copyright claims, because I would have loved to keep more of that scene in. I really appreciate also how they shot scenes with Elle and the kids walking along the railroad tracks. Like, she wipes her nose while Lucas and Dustin are talking in the foreground, and there's like a tiny bit of blood under her nose in another shot, and she hit it not only from the kids but from us, that she was leading them in the wrong direction. It is really sad to see, though. She understands how important it is to be honest to her friends. She even made a point of it in the previous episode with Mike. But her fear for herself, and even more so for them, is too much. And then her sending Lucas flying, that was really bad. I mean, I feel like it was done in a moment of panic. Like, it probably was intentional, though I don't think it was meant to be done so hard. I don't think there was like any maliciousness in there. I think it was just like she needed to protect Mike. But since the beginning, I've been telling the kids to stop whenever they make her uncomfortable. I'm just like, stop. And I didn't think it would pay off this way, or play out this way. They don't know how traumatized she is, so it's just hard to see them interact with her like that. And even if they're supposed to be friends, like, she's just learning to trust people. And yeah, they kept cutting back to the source of her trauma, and it's really well done, but like super heartbreaking. She was essentially used to spy on foreign government secrets, which makes sense. If you've ever watched Serenity, the Firefly movie, psychics can tap into a lot of governmental secrets, can't they? And we hear that sound of the monster while she's in there, like in the tank, and it seems like her powers were what released the monster. Yeah, that's a heck of a thing. But yeah, Lucas, he seems okay. I hope. I feel like this might cause some permanent rift. Cause a permanent rift between them. If I feel like at this point she has to be instrumental in getting Will back. Otherwise, they'll never look at her the same way. And she needs to make a proper apology too. But yeah, she's afraid she ruined everything and that they'll turn on her, and she runs away. That was hard to see. The whole story with Lonnie and Joyce was freaking brutal. I bought that Lonnie was there to help. I didn't think he was trying to be there for Joyce, because it was like, oh, I need to be there for my son's mother. I didn't buy that he actually felt concerned for her. I figured he would just feel guilty if he didn't show up for his son's death. But he was actually there to sue for money. Like, he didn't take a moment to grieve, just focused on himself. And yeah, it could help pay for Jonathan's schooling, but that's just another excuse he's making. But after finding out what he was really there for and going back to edit this episode, everything he does is painted in a different light. Yes, he wanted Joyce to face reality for her sanity, but also so that she might accept Will's death and maybe be angry also as well and start this lawsuit. And then he starts dropping these ideas that the company at the quarry is responsible for not putting up warning signs or whatever. It's just, man. And then, God, Nancy and Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan better not get in trouble. His brother's missing. Then he took a picture of Barb. And now Nancy, who he's traveling together with, and she goes missing. I don't know if anyone saw them together, but still, that looks mighty suspicious. Steve came back to check on Nancy, and he was actually kind of sweet this episode, asking her to a low-key night to get her mind off things. She's too busy, but at least he's looking out for her. Didn't get that sense before at all, and so it's nice to see. I do appreciate that she was able to shoot those cans on the first try when Jonathan kept purposefully shooting in between the cans. And I'm glad that they immediately switched weapons afterwards. It made sense. And they do bond a little, talking about Jonathan, about Lonnie forcing him to kill a rabbit. And then Nancy shows some compassion for him. Nancy talking about her parents never actually loving each other, saying that she doesn't want to... And did she say that she doesn't want to end up like that? Either way, Jonathan uses it against her later. Oh my god. He was saying that she was actually okay. He was saying that he thought she was actually okay and not someone who would rebel just to be as miserable as her parents were. So brutal, like TKO, man. And then they come upon that deer, freaking jump scares. The deer got dragged away. It's in character for Nancy to get super desperate to get to Barb, but so much frustration with her going into the upside down alone, and she dropped the bat before going in. Like, god dang it. And we already discussed a little right after the episode, that thing. I guess it's the thing without the face, but it opens its mouth and it goes in like all these different directions. Scary as heck. So I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. It did feel like a bit of a setup episode. There were payoffs, emotional payoffs, but they weren't as strong as the last 2 episodes. But we only have 3 episodes left in this season. I can't believe after the first episode that I thought it might be possible Will would be found within the next episode or 2. It's so much better this way, but I miss the kid. But anyway, if you want to check out the next episode or you want to watch the full episode reaction with the footage for this episode and the next, I've already posted them both over on Patreon. Be sure to like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and subscribe so you can check out next week's episodes airing Sunday, 8 a.m. I've been good with that so far. No copyright issues so far. But thanks for watching. Bye, friends.